Welcome to rpgamepire. I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
So now we're going to do the review of Snowdonia.
Ooh.
Hopefully you've seen the unboxing, the playthrough, and the how to play video.
Yep.
So let's give a quick little overview here.
Okay.
All right, so it's a strategy game, 1 to 5 players, 30 to 90 minutes, ages 10 and up. It involves card drafting, hand management, worker placement, and the main publisher is NSKN Games. So let's take a look at Julie's ratings first. Now, the way we do this is Julie will write down hers, and then I'll write down mine, so we don't confer with each other. Although I put mine in, I put hers in, and I know what she's going to say, but she has no idea how I'm going to rate
And sometimes you do yours before you even put in mine, right? Or no?
Well, I don't look at your list
Till after you put
until
yours in?
after I put mine in, so I'm not influenced by it. All right, so let's take a look what Julie has to say.
All right. Well, I found it to be an interesting take on railway games. I am a big fan of Ticket to Ride, so I like this. It's a nice little change. Pieces are really great. They're nice and sturdy. They're just...
So this is what's left of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean
look at
this
that.
is the master set, and I'm not even, if you watch the unboxing, it has so many pieces and cards.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else did I say? It is fun to play. I am hesitant to play with more players because we played just the two of us and it took forever. So if I figure there's more people in there, I am going to need a nap during the game because it takes so long.
Well, we might better get it down to 45 minutes if we play often enough, because again,
Maybe.
we were describing everything we were doing.
True. And for me personally, I found it confusing to learn because there's a lot of steps and components and things to look at, and I get so focused on one thing to look at, I forget about other things that I could do. And if you watch the playthrough, you'll see that caused me to lose really bad because
It's only the second time.
Yeah.
So this is probably at the limit of your complexity in terms of being able to plan ahead and juggle all the things.
That was so hard.
So
yeah.
This is not a gateway game.
No.
But it's also not a heavy game. It's in between.
Well, for me, I kind of thought it was heavy because, again, there's just a lot for my little brain
Well,
to have
remember,
to figure out.
We're going to have that challenge someday where you're going to need to play Squad Leader, and you'll see what a heavy game's like.
Oh, dear God.
All right, anyway, so let's move back to...
Your turn, hon.
All right, so top-notch components, so you said the same thing.
I did.
Fast turns, a little downtime. That's one thing that's...
True.
Unless you have a player that's going to sit there and overanalyze everything, like, oh, if I get this, I'll get 3 rubble, and then I can get this contract, but wait, if I do... You're going to have some people like that. I won't play with someone like that.
No.
I will not play this game with somebody who's so competitive that they're going to sit there and overanalyze every possible action.
Right. That's why he likes playing with me, because I just grab things. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Well, you saw on the how to play. Like, I could have sat there and figured out what the best action is. I just went with my gut.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if this was a tournament, yeah, I would take time.
And I would not play in a tournament.
Right. So, strategic decisions, definitely strategic. When you're taking a look at on the board here of having to, and again, it's all messed up. The contract cards, which ones you're going to go for, take into account the weather, and then what's available here, what's open, and what you can develop. It's definitely tense decisions and having to plan ahead.
Yeah.
So thematically, it's unique because you are building something as a worker placement. Now, there's other worker placements that do that, but the whole idea that you can get that it's around a train game, that it's an actual place that exists. I mean, there are games that use some of these components, but just the combination of it makes it unique.
Yeah.
However, my negative is the rule book.
Yes, the rule book.
Someday maybe we'll do a video where you'll see me actually read the rule book for the first time, and I'll have to control the colorful metaphors I use to describe when I get frustrated. But some of you know that I'm doing my dissertation on how to write comprehensible rule books. And you saw in the unboxing, I said, oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, it looked good, all right? But just the things that they do in here, it took me forever to figure out how to set up the game when there was no cheat sheet with all the components you get. It would have been nice if they'd have said, you only need these cards. They'd tell you, in maybe one little area, use these cards, but you got to be reading it carefully.
Yeah.
And then it includes extra stuff that you're like, do I need this? Do I not need it?
Right.
So it was a pain to set up, all right? And then it didn't have context oftentimes the rules would be written in a way that referred if you were playing a different side of the board, because here it shows you, use this board, right? But the rules are written for to use the other side of the board.
Right.
So it refers to the weather, the left of the weather, but the other
Yeah.
side of the board, it's up and down. So it's little things like that that make you doubt when you're reading it. And when it doesn't include examples, and you just got to read it so carefully for such a short rule book that I had to take more time than I would normally devote to for, how many pages is this here? You can, it's like 9 pages, all right? Because you don't have to read it, say it's 10.
Okay. Still, it took you forever.
It was like reading a 30-page rule book
Yeah.
for 10 pages, the amount of time that I devoted. So I have this now game on my list that when I do a application of the checklist, there's over 90 features in my dissertation checklist of what makes a comprehensible rule book. Many of those features will not be on there. So I look forward to someday rating the rule book. It's on my list.
You don't want to be on his list, people.
Well, like I said, if you can get through the rule book, this is a great game.
It is. It's really fun. It really
But
is.
that's a shame because they did such a good job with the rule summary now that I understand the game.
Right.
And the player aid, it makes sense now.
Now.
But I'm an experienced gamer. Someone who can play Advanced Squad Leader took more time than it needed to. All right. So what's going to happen is people are going to get this game. If they're not an experienced gamer, it's going to sit on the shelf, and it's not going to get played.
No,
And
fortunately.
then it's going to get bad ratings. People are going to have to watch how to play videos or playthroughs,
Definitely.
or go to Board Game Geek to learn how to play. But if you buy this off the shelf and you don't know about those resources, people will get frustrated.
Yeah.
So, despite that, it is a good game.
It is.
If you can get through the rules. So here's our rating, and it's based on the Board Game Geek 1 through 10
Right.
of how we rate it. So here we go.
Okay. Ooh.
So we both rated a 7,
Yes.
usually willing to play. Now, it's not quite an 8 yet. That's where you would recommend it to other people to buy,
No, I wouldn't.
because we haven't played it enough yet. And it's not a 9 or 10 yet. Well, we don't know if we're going to play this forever. We might play this. We've played it twice. We might play it twice. It might sit on our shelf for a couple years. We don't know when we're going to get to it again.
No.
Although if we get 100 likes on any one of these videos, we will do the expansions.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we don't know yet where this is going to be in the long run,
No.
simply because we haven't played it enough.
And I'm okay with that.
I am impressed with the scenarios, because I could see that over time, this will get old after a
Yeah.
while, okay? So with all the cards and scenarios, again, watch the unboxing. There is a lot of game here. There's definitely a value here. We're going to continue to own it. It just depends on whether or not it moves up to those other ratings. Like a game like Azul, we've played over 200 times.
That'd be a 10 plus in
That's
our
a
book.
10 for us because we played it that many times. But then again, we didn't have to read a 10-page rule book
No.
to get through it.
No. It's true.
All right, so it's almost like PTSD almost with this rule book. I look at it and go,
Oh.
Some people will be like, oh, it's not that hard. Yeah, you're right. It's not that hard, but you got to consider other people who are not alpha gamers will have a hard time getting through this, and they will get frustrated.
There's no way I could have set this game
Yeah,
up.
there's no way.
I would have started and been like, oh, I'm done.
And again, if they just would have included a setup sheet of this is what you need, included pictures of what you need,
Yeah.
man, that would have saved me a half hour right there.
Pictures are always good to
Yeah,
help.
again. All right. So,
All right.
So that is our review of Snowdonia. Recommend it, but
Yeah.
if you're going to learn it for the first time on your own without a how to play video or a playthrough or someone teaching it to you, good luck.
Good luck.
All right. So this is rpgamepire. I'm David.
I'm Julie.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.